Hey, hey, good morning. I'm sorry I missed you guys yesterday. It's just kind of been a little crazy. I was just chatting in the Abundance Academy, and before I kind of move on to the next thing, I like to clear my energy, and I've got my little singing bowl here. And I was just testing it out on like my chakra spots to see if it would vibrate in different ways, and it's pretty amazing actually. I don't know if you guys ever heard this. Listen to this. And this sound may not resonate with you because it's a bowl that I chose because it resonates with my frequency or my vibration, and that's why I like it. So it may not resonate with you, and it may not transfer in through the video, but I wanted to play it for you. It just has a beautiful calming effect, particularly if you're a coach seeing clients and you need an easy way to kind of refresh your energy, to clear the energy right in between sessions, and to clear the space, clear the air, clear your energy, and just welcome in the new, to align your vibration and to welcome in the new. It's just a really great little tool. It's a Tibetan singing bowl. It's got, actually, for the size of it, it's got a little bit of weight to it. We actually had a store in town that sold really awesome things like this. It's not there anymore, but I bet you could even find these at like Whole Foods or something like that. It's become so much more common, and they have different tones, different sounds, so you definitely want to try it out before you buy it, because I was shopping for wind chimes a couple weeks ago around Mother's Day, and I was like, ooh, wind chimes, and I started like going through them, and none of them sounded good to me. Like, it was a little annoying. So just make sure you, because it's really important. Sound is a vibration as well, right? Just like we talk about color being a vibration, sound is a vibration. So make sure that it resonates with your vibration. But anyways, I thought that was really cool, and just wanted to share that with you guys. Doesn't look like anybody's showing up. Does anybody have any questions? Hello? Hello out there. So I have been doing some major shuiing in my life. I have been just shuiing today to release some issues that have come to light for me. I was just talking in the academy about this light that's been shined on me, right? I really think of myself as a coach's coach, right? Because, and I have a couple of coaches myself. So like as entrepreneurs, right? As mamas on a mission, and getting our passion and purpose out there into the world, we need help. We need help to maintain our highest vibration, right? And when I say highest vibration, you can think about it as energy. There's a reason that energy is such a buzzword. Like, raise your energy, right? Raise your, when you go for a walk, you're raising your energy. You feel better, right? It's because you're raising your vibration. When I say vibration, I mean energy. You're raising your energy. And that's what doing the bell does for me, is it raises my energy up so that I feel clear and aligned, and then all of that information that's being downloaded comes out and through us clearly. So, as a coach or a therapist or as a business person, you need to be able to speak clearly, right? Like what it is, whether you are trying to translate what you're selling, right? Putting that out into the world, or whether you're a coach and you have to feed back to the person what it is that you are seeing, or if you're an intuitive coach and you like literally do downloads for that person, you need to have that alignment. And I feel like a lot of the coaches that I work with are tapping into that intuition, right? And that knowing and the ability to be the conduit to download that information for their clients. That's exactly what I do. Particularly as a coach's coach, I show them where they are out of alignment so that they can come back into alignment, right? And be at their highest vibration, right? And that's why I love Feng Shui is because I can see not only in their energy, right? Because I'm able to read people's energy, but I see in their space where they are out of. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. It looks like somebody is here, but I don't think there is. I can see in their floor plan where they are out of alignment, or where they need to do a little extra work. A great example that I was using in the academy today was we all have these vulnerable spots, right? We have, I'm trying not to call them blocks. This is what I was talking about to the girls in the academy. I'm trying not to call them blocks, because blocks means that there is no way to get through them, right? It's like a brick wall up in front of us, and it's really hard to dig your way through, right? But if we call them vulnerabilities, which they are, and their patterns and their habits and their beliefs that have been generated by outside circumstances. It has nothing to do with who we are on the inside. And when we have these vulnerabilities, we need to strengthen everything around it. And the example that I used was that in my 20s I had knee surgery, right? And my knee was really weak. And there was not really anything that they could do after the surgery to make my knee stronger, right? I had to strengthen everything around my knee. I had to strengthen the muscles around my knee. That's very much what physical therapy is doing, so that my knee could heal and not be as vulnerable anymore, right? So we kind of, it's like having, the tribe come around you and helping you heal, right? It's in our space, we can notice where the vulnerabilities are, and we can strengthen everything around it. We can add to it. And we have these thought patterns, right? If we go back to what we're doing in here, what we do with Feng Shui really comes all the way back to the law of attraction, right? We are seeing where we are out of alignment with our manifestation vibration, right? The ultimate goal is to be in this state of manifestation vibration, right? Where we are just manifesting like crazy people, like it's awesome. Everything good is coming our way, right? All these miracles are always happening to us, right? Because we are in our highest vibration. And when I say vibration, we're in our highest energy, right? We're kind of at this elevated state where we feel amazing, and we're so appreciative of all of the things that are coming to us all the time. And we're giving back, and we're full and we're whole. And when that is the state that we're in, then the universe just responds. It's just like, I can't help myself. Here, have it. You're amazing. Just take it, right? That's what we're trying to achieve, okay? So having the ability what we're doing is we're strengthening all of those muscles to stay in that highest vibration, to stay in that alignment. So all of these tools that I'm giving you in this group and in the academy and in the one-on-one coaching that I do. I've got a new program coming out, you guys, I'm super excited about. I'm going to launch it at the end of the summer, so be watching for that. All of these things, all of these tools that we are given are to keep ourselves energetically on high, right? So that we're feeling at our best all the time. So again, the universe is just like, take it, take it, take it. You're awesome. You got it. I can't help myself. Like, give, right? And so that's what Feng Shui allows us to see, right? So with the law of attraction, the principle of the law of attraction is that we are what we think, we manifest. So what we're actually thinking, we manifest. So how do we know what we're thinking, right? How do we really, become consciously aware of what we're thinking? And that can be difficult. It can be really difficult unless you have someone else like holding up a mirror and saying, look, this is what I'm hearing you say, right? You may not understand that you are saying this, but this is what you're actually saying. And what I'm picking up with the energy that you're saying it, is that, it's coming from a place of negativity or lack, or and you don't even know you're doing it, right? Or being, just self-defeating, and you just, the language is a habit, right? The language and the thought patterns, the beliefs, they're all habits and patterns that we've learned from a really, really, really young childhood age. Because when we're little, we're just trying to stay safe. We're just trying to stay secure. We're just trying to be fed. We're just trying to stay warm. We're just trying to stay loved, right? So, because we rely on these adults to give us food, to give us love, to give us warmth, right? And to give us everything that we need. We rely on them. So we create these stories. We create these patterns that we think is going to get us those things, right? It's not really who truly we are on the inside, that inner power. It's not who that person is. It's this kind of outer layer that we try to become in order to please our tribe, our parents, our community, and so, and also we play really small, right? Because we don't want to be noticed. It's rare for people to like grow up and be like, ta-da, look at me, I'm amazing. It does happen, clearly, especially more in this day and age because people are becoming more and more enlightened, but as parents and raising their children, more often than not, we're playing this like kind of small creature, like, don't look at me, because like, if you come from, because all of a sudden that is, you're in the spotlight, and then the abuse is on you, right? Whether it's verbal or emotional or physical, any of those things. And so we stay small. The problem is that we create these patterns, we create these beliefs, these habits, these thought patterns, right? They're all thoughts and patterns in our heads. And what happens is that we carry those up with us from the time that we're very, very young. And those things don't really mature, right? Our subconscious doesn't mature along with us. And so even though we learn things, we understand that we're powerful, those subconscious patterns and thoughts are still with us. And we have to, what happens is that we can't unlearn those things. That's just not the way the brain works. I was just having a conversation with my daughter who wants to be a neuroscientist. She's like, you can't unlearn something, Mom. And I was like, yeah, I know. I take it from a more spiritual approach. She takes it from a more scientific approach, which is really cool to have those conversations with my 13-year-old daughter. Amazing. And so what we're doing is we're rewriting the story, right? We're empowering ourselves and reassuring ourselves that those patterns and those beliefs and those habits are not reality, right? They're made up in our head. And we have the power to rewrite those. We have the power to recreate those things, right? If you have a habit, say, perfect example is smoking, right? If you are a smoker and you're trying to quit, and all the time, you know, every time you have a cigarette, you're sitting in your favorite comfy chair, you probably should get rid of the comfy chair, right? Because every time you sit in that chair, you're going to want to light up, right? It's that kind of thing. So you have to change your environment. You have to strengthen the environment. Just like the knee surgery, you have to strengthen the things around you. You have to change the things around you. If you want change in your life, you have to change the things around you, right? You have to recreate the pattern. You have to recreate the habit and create a new habit, right? So get rid of the comfy chair no matter how much you love it, right? Or put it in a different room, or change the circumstances somehow that recreates that scenario so that you're not craving a cigarette every time. So that's the beauty of Feng Shui, is that we start to see these patterns manifested physically in our lives within our space, right? If we have, you know, patterns around money, then you can bet you find some pretty obvious things in your wealth area, right? That are dictating this thought pattern that you have around abundance, whether it's worthiness of abundance, whether you're coming from a lack mentality or an avoidance mentality, right? Maybe it's a room that you never go into. Maybe it's filled with things that don't work, coming from a lack mentality, right? You collect things just in case, right? Just in case you'll need them, which is telling the universe, all right, then I'm only going to give you stuff that's just in case, right? It's not like this overflowing like abundance. You're telling the universe that you don't trust yourself. You don't trust the universe to provide for you when you need it, right? The just in case is a lack mentality. What else? Maybe you're undeserving. You feel undeserving of wealth, and that room is filled with clutter, right? You're kind of covering everything up, like, don't look at me. You know, I don't deserve it. I don't deserve it. So I'm just going to stack things here and kind of hide behind my stacks, you know, that kind of stuff. So money is an obvious one, right? Because we all can relate to money. You know, it relates to wealth. It relates to love. It relates to your ability to accept your creativity, your spirituality, your emotional health, your physical health. You know, it all ties together. And all of those things are being reflected and manifested in your space. Just like the patterns in your brain are being manifested in the patterns in the actions that you take in your life, right? Those things are being manifested in your space as well. So it's an easy way, once you know what to look for, it's an easy way to start to access what's going on up here, right? I'm intentionally going like this because we're driving ourselves nuts, right? And we're creating these situations that are void of success, a void of abundance, or void of love, right? Void of joy. And we're creating those scenarios. We have the control to change our lives. We have the power within us to change our lives. And we have the tools right here to start doing that. And that's the beauty of Feng Shui. I just want to put that spin on it for you guys. All right? Well, I'm all here by my lonesome, but I hope somebody needed to hear that today on the replay. But yeah, I'm going to leave you guys with that. And know it's coming from a place of absolute love, never from judgment, but in teaching and sharing. And so yeah, much love to you guys, and I hope to see you soon. Love you.